Do you know how you relate with other people in your adulthood is as a result of your early attachment? Early childhood experiences and determines how adulthood turns out because the experiences that you're exposed to determines the kind of neural connection that happens that influences your brain development. So today I'll be talking about attachment, which means an emotional relationship between a parent and a child that provides a sense of comfort and security to the child. So when there is health attachment, the children develop or confidence and they have trust and they're able to form healthy relationship even later in adulthood. So attachment looks like spending some time each day with your child, talking to them, maybe you are cuddling them, or even you're making them laugh. It can mean calming your infant when they are stressed, when they are crying. You're there to respond to their needs. So it can mean understanding their communication and being able to respond appropriately. And so for a child to develop in the way it's supposed to be, they have to be provided loving, caring, and nurturing experiences so that they can able to be emotionally stable, they can able to develop their emotional health even later in life. So why is it that attachment is important? When a child attaches well with the caregiver or the people who they spend most of the time with, it allows the child to explore the world and have a safe place to come back after they have gone to explore. Or it helps the child to organize their feelings and their actions. By looking to the person who provides them with care and comfort, they learn that this one is trustworthy, this one is safe, and they can be their true self, they can be their authentic self. So early attachment is very important because health attachment will help your child handle situation even as they grow old, even as you're separating them as they go to school, or maybe in adulthood, even in the career space, or even in their relationship life, even their marital life, then they're able to have good relationship, or they're able to navigate through because a good foundation has been laid. So I'll be talking about four main types of attachment styles. And before I dig deeper into that, if you're new here, you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share so that you can many people can get able to get this kind of awareness. If someone is parenting, they can able to know what they need to do so that they can able to raise emotionally healthy children. And suppose maybe if you go through this video and you find yourself maybe the kind of attachment that you're provided, or what is the details in that attachment is what you encountered, you can still be able to reparent yourself and you can still be able to reprogram yourself. So the first attachment is secure attachment. This is a healthy attachment, which signifies a warm and loving bond between the parent and child. Because in this attachment, the parent provides loving, nurturing, caring, and nurturing and nourishing experiences. The child feels they are loved, they are taken care of, they are seen, and therefore they gain that trust. They are able to be confident, they are able to maneuver through life. They know that this parent is reliable, I can rely on them. When maybe I'm down, they are there to comfort me. Maybe when I'm crying, they are able to calm me down. Maybe when I am cold, they are able to provide something to keep me warm. So in this secure attachment, it is a healthy attachment where there is a health relationship or a healthy bond between the parent and child. Not only does the caregiver provide necessities like food and shelter, but the caregiver is also able to respond to emotional needs of the child. The next attachment is avoidant attachment. In this kind of attachment, a child develops when their parent or caregiver doesn't show care or responsiveness past providing essential food and shelter. In secure attachment, you have seen the the caregiver is providing everything. But in avoidant, the parent or the caregiver is just providing essentials like food and shelter. And most of the time when the avoidant parent are the ones that they ignore their problems of the children, or maybe they'll get annoyed when the child shows some problems, so they don't respond to the baby when they're crying. They discourage crying. They'll tell you you're big enough, you shouldn't cry, men don't cry. Now this is the kind of the parent that do that. And they also make fun of the child's problem, and they don't address medical issues or nutritional needs of the child, or what I call maybe neglect, and they avoid touching or having physical contact with the parent or with the child, sorry. So when this happens, now the child tends to ignore who they are, their feelings, because they are told you shouldn't express, you shouldn't say that you're feeling this way, or because the parent or the caregiver continuously ignores the needs of the child, they learn to suppress the emotion, they learn to bend their knees so that they can able to make the caregiver happy, or so that they can able to belong, or maybe get the approval of the parent. The next kind of attachment is anxious attachment. And when we are talking about anxious attachment, is where the caregiver shows inconsistency. For example, when today they're able to respond to the needs of the child, and the next day they ignore the needs of the child, or they leave the child just to cry and soothe by themselves. So in this anxious attachment, sometimes the caregiver is able to provide what is being provided in the secure attachment, but at the same time, they are not consistent. They are providing today, and the next day, and they are not doing that. And so the child learns that this parent or this caregiver is unpredictable. They can't predict what will happen next. For example, today they will love them, they will comfort them, and tomorrow they'll just leave them to be by themselves. So as a parent, it is good that you understand the kind of experiences that you're exposing your child to are the ones that will determine how the neural connections are formed, which will contribute to brain development. The experiences are very vital, are very, very vital. I keep on insisting on that every now and then, because it is through the experiences that determines the neural connection on how brain development happens. And the last kind of attachment is disorganized attachment, or fearful avoidant attachment. It develops when the child's caregiver, the only source of safety, becomes a source of fear. Now, in this kind of attachment, the caregiver, the parent who is supposed to take care of the child, is the source of the fear. Is the source of fear. Maybe this caregiver is very abusive. Maybe they are alcoholic. They'll treat child in a way that even the child will think they are not good enough. They think they are not worthy. They will think maybe they have done something wrong that they can deserve all kind of mistreatment. And this kind of disorganized attachment is believed to be a consequence of childhood trauma. And as we talked about childhood trauma, it comes with being abused, being neglected, being rejected, maybe witnessing domestic violence, maybe living with a parent or caregiver who is mentally ill. Maybe the parent have divorced, have separated, all the emotional torture that comes with the childhood trauma. Is that now the person, and most of people fall in this category. I'm not saying that those people need to form secure attachment, but most of the people encounter this kind of experiences of this kind of attachment. So when the parent is abusive, Now, you know the child sometimes has to go along because this is a person that is supposed to give me sense of comfort and security and safety, and they still they are the parent who are abusing them. Then they get confused. Sometimes they confuse abuse with being taken care of or being loved. And that's why you find even most people in the relationship where maybe they are abused, they are controlled, they are manipulated, but they'll still think this is the way a person is being loved. Or maybe a person was sexually abused and maybe they encounter or they get a partner that even can abuse them, or they encounter so many abusive situations because that is how they are being programmed. This is experiences that are programmed. But it doesn't mean because you have this kind of attachment, it doesn't mean you can't heal. I usually say that you can able to rewire yourself, you can able to reprogram yourself, you can able to reparent yourself unless you have decided this is my fate. It cannot be, it is fixed fate and I can't do anything about it. But if you are willing, if you are intentional, then you can turn around your life, you can transform your life. I usually say that transformation is your personal responsibility. This kind of attachment might have happened to you, but now it is your responsibility to turn around your life. You need to stop blaming, complaining, and take some step of action so that you can turn around your life. Now, as a parent, now if you are a parent, you are able to know what you need to do. The children, if you want your children to grow, to have good mental emotional health, then you need to provide loving, caring, and nurturing relationship, or providing health, secure attachment. That is all a child needs to be seen, to be heard. Apart from you paying the school fees, apart from you buying the clothes, apart from you providing the shelter, are you able to meet the emotional needs when they come to you and tell you, Daddy, I want to speak to you? Do you give them time and listen what they are going to talk? Or maybe when they come and tell you, Mommy, I was bullied in school, do you insult them, or do you just see them, calm them down and listen what they have to tell you, and also support them to navigate? So it's important to be seen, to be heard, and to be loved. Everyone longs for that, no matter, even if you are an adult at what age. Everyone does that, and it is important we have to unlearn these things that we have carried from generation to generation, that we tend to treat our children. We need to raise another generation that is healthy, that is able to continue with this generation, that people are able to challenge the limiting beliefs. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.